Bishop Exterior's pitching change for Toledo. They call upon the right-hander Woo-Suk to make his 5th appearance with Toledo this year. It's his 10th in AAA this year. Omaha leads Toledo 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Carter Jensen's on second base. He just doubled in 2 to knock Nick Margavich's from the game. The righty Go, the native of South Korea, faces the right-handed batting Cuban Dairon Blanco. The first pitch. Down and away, ball 1. The line is not yet closed on Nick Margavich's. He's still responsible for Jensen on second, but in 3 1/3 innings today, Margavich's has been tagged for 6 runs on 11 hits with a walk and 3 strikeouts. It is a season high not just for Margavich's, but for the Toledo pitching staff, at least for an individual pitcher. The 1-0 is taken inside. It's 2-0. Previously, the most hits that a Toledo pitcher had allowed in a game this year was 8. And Margavich has passed that by 3. The 2-0 to Blanco is popped foul. Now the count 2-1. So Woo-Suk Go, he joined Toledo mid-June. He originally began the year in the Marlins organization. He was released and then signed by Toledo about a week later. The 2-1 is down. 3 balls and a strike. You can tell he recently pitched to the Marlins organization because of his teal glove. There's a glove that's Marlins colors. Clashes a bit with the Mud Hens red jerseys. The 3-1 pitch to Dairon Blanco is bounced softly back to the mound. Go fields. He looks behind his back as Jensen trots to third. Makes a light toss to first base to retire Blanco. And there's the second out in the bottom of the 4th inning. So 2 outs in the 4th. Omaha has plated 4 runs in the inning. The Storm Chasers to this point lead 6-1. Now Tyler Gentry will stride to the plate. He is the 8th batter to hit this frame. Gentry hits with Jensen on third. 2 outs in the 4th. Omaha up by 5 runs. Woo-Suk Go delivers home. First pitch to Gentry's floated to left. Malloy charges in. He has to take it on the bounce. It's another run-scoring hit for Omaha. Jensen home from third base, easily standing up. It's an RBI single for Tyler Gentry. Omaha's lead now 7-1 in the 4th. Tyler Gentry's now 2 for 3. So now we're getting to the point where not just everyone in Omaha's lineup is getting 1 hit, but now we're seeing multiple hits. And now 5 of Omaha's 9 starters have driven in a run. It is really a complete team effort. 7 of 9 have scored a run so far. Here's Harold Castro, left-handed batting shortstop. The first pitch is smacked to right, down the line and headed for the corner. Extra bases for Castro. Around first, he jogs for second. Gentry's sent home. Helmet falls off his head. He's in to score standing, and an RBI double from Harold Castro means it's a 6-run inning, and the Storm Chasers lead 8-1 in the 4th. The hit parade tonight is something special. That's Castro's 2nd knock of the night. Now it's the man who opened this inning, Peyton Wilson. Remember what happened when Peyton Wilson led off an inning yesterday with a home run? Omaha sent 10 to the plate. He ended up being the final out of the inning. The scoring here in the 4th started with a Peyton Wilson homer. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. So Omaha's 10th hitter of the inning, Peyton Wilson. He opened the inning with a homer. Prado popped out. Melendez singled, Biggio doubled him in. Waters a walk, Jensen the 2-run double. The pitch. Wilson swings and misses. It's 1-1. Jensen doubling knocked Nick Margavich's from the game. And the final line on him, by the way, 3 1/3, 11 runs, 11 hits, 7 runs. The 1-1. Wilson swings and misses. It's 1-2. And since Woo-Suk Go entered, ground out, RBI single, RBI double. He allowed the inherited runner to score +1 of his own. Wilson behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch is tapped softly foul to the right. The count's 1-2. So back-to-back nights where Omaha bats around in an inning. Both times it starts with a Peyton Wilson homer. How about that? He should have been hitting homers a long time ago, I guess. The 1-2. Misses down and in, 2-2. Nice to see the power stroke come out for Peyton. He's never been a power hitting player necessarily in his minor league career. And you look at over 400 games, 38 home runs. The 2-2 bounced up the middle, right back to Woo-Suk Go. Fields it on a hop. Runs towards first, makes a light toss to end the inning. How about that? Woo-Suk Go fields both outs that he records himself. 2 outs of the 4th inning. Actually, both of them were balls hit back to him. He fielded his position pretty darn well. Into his motion, the 2-1 to Prado. Foul tipped into Servin's glove. It's 2-1. Nick Margavicius, the starter for Toledo, a season-high 7 runs and 11 hits. Both of those season highs for him. The 2-2 pitch. Taken for strike 3. Prado's punched out looking. Goes down on the fastball, and there's one away in the bottom of the 5th inning. MJ Melendez strides to the plate for Omaha. A left-handed batting left fielder. He's singled twice, scored both times, and he drove in a run with a sac fly in between the singles. Here's the first pitch. Melendez looks at strike 1. No balls and a strike. If you look at the counting stats, hits, total bases, home runs, runs batted in, things like that. The 0-1. Down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. If you look at those counting stats, Melendez is second on the team in just about all of them. Really only trailing Cam Devaney in those stats. Maybe John Rave or Nick Lofton, but just about everything he trails Cam Devaney in. A ball and a strike. Woo-Suk Go lifts his left knee and delivers. Melendez smacks a high fly ball deep into left center. Malloy back on the warning track, hauls it in, letter high on his jersey, kind of angled towards center field. Malloy makes the catch for the 2nd out of the 5th inning. We are still waiting on Cam Devaney's Major League debut. He was recalled, really his contract was selected yesterday by the Royals. Did not get in the game against the Pirates. They're tied 3-3 in the 7th right now. I'm not sure that's the situation for him to come in either. It's not like he's going to be a defensive replacement for Bobby Witt Jr. Here's the first pitch to Kevin Biggio, left-handed batting third baseman. Taken for ball 1. And Woo-Suk Go, he's still pretty young, all things considered, 26 years old from South Korea. The 1-0. Bounced foul to the right, 1-1. He compiled a nice career overseas. 7 seasons with the LGTWINS, the Korean baseball organization. 7 seasons in Korea. He's been a reliever his entire career, but appeared in over 350 games, over 360 innings. And here comes the manager, Gabe Alvarez, with the athletic trainer, the pitching coach, the translator, all out from the first base dugout. It looks like he's showing the athletic trainer his right hand, the hand that he throws the ball with. There is a right-hander that just got up to throw in the Toledo bullpen. That is Brendan White. Toledo had to remove Bo Brisky from the game yesterday with an apparent injury. It was in the seventh inning. There was a tight circle around Go, so we couldn't really see what they were doing to his hand. They're going to give him a warm-up pitch or two here. flashes the thumbs up, so it looks like he's good to stay in. One and one on Cavan Biggio. Bases empty, 2 outs in the 5th of the pitch. Foul to the backstop netting. It's 1-2. Still a 5-run lead for Omaha. It's 8-3 here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Woo-Suk has retired his last 3 batters. On a pair of hits in the 4th. Got a ground out to end it. Here in the 5th, a strikeout and a flyout. Oh, it's 1-2 on Cavan Biggio, who is 2 of 3 today. Infield plays to pull. Left knee kick on the 1-2 pitch. Up and in. Biggio leans out of danger. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. Here's the pitch. Outside. Or full 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, the payoff. Outside ball 4. It will not be a 1-2-3 inning. Omaha has put runners on in every inning so far. Chasers actually have a hit in every inning so far. There's 3 hits in the 1st, 3 hits in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 6 hits in the 4th inning, and no hits here in the 5th. With Drew Waters coming to the plate, who does not have a hit today, and the home plate umpire Mark Bass has motioned over to Toledo's first base dugout for the, again, athletic trainer, manager, and pitching coach to come out. I acknowledge this is pure speculation, but perhaps an open wound. It looks like the athletic trainer has a Band-Aid in his hand, maybe. They're using the towel to wipe something off. Whether it be a cut or a blister or probably something that requires patching up. I wonder what it would take for them to move on to a different pitcher. It's not as if Woo-Suk has performed poorly. You can see smiles on the mound. Gabe Alvarez, the manager, Josh Young, the third baseman, they've cracked smiles. Trying to figure out if he can stay in this game. We don't want to have to come out and clean up his pitching hand every few batters. I'd also like him to be able to stay in the game if he's able to. You don't want to have to make an unnecessary pitching change. This has become quite the extended gathering on the mound. Well, anyone have plans to come out to Warner Park later this week? Have the Bobby Witt bobblehead on Saturday, Harry Potter night on Friday. How you Lee, beg your pardon, Woo-Suk